Hello students, today we will learn a very important chapter of physics, the human eye and colorful world. Students, the human eye part of this chapter has been deleted this year, so we will start the chapter with refraction of light through a glass prism. Let's learn what a glass prism is. We are going to discuss a triangular glass prism, which is a solid piece of glass with two triangular bases and three rectangular lateral faces. As you can see in the figure, there are two triangular bases of this prism and it has three lateral rectangular faces. The angle between the two adjoining lateral surfaces of the prism is called angle of prism. So, as you can see in the figure, this is the angle of prism. That is the angle between any two lateral surfaces. This is also an angle of prism, this is also an angle of prism. Any angle between two lateral surfaces is your angle of prism. Now we will study refraction of light through a triangular glass prism. For this, let us try to understand an activity. We will learn this refraction with the help of an activity. Students, for this activity, we will take a sheet of white paper and fix this sheet of white paper on a drawing board using some drawing pins. Then we are going to place a glass prism on it in such a way that it rests on its triangular base. When you will keep the prism on its triangular base on the white sheet of paper, then we will draw the outline of the prism with a pencil. After that, we will draw a straight line. Let it be PE. Let P be the straight line which I will draw. Make sure that this line is inclined to one of the refracting surface of the prism. If we take this refracting surface AB of the prism, then P is a line which we have drawn inclined to it. After drawing this line, we will fix two pins. Let them be P and Q. As you can see in the figure, we have fixed two pins P and Q on this line. Once we have fixed the pins, what we are going to do is, we are going to observe the image of these two pins from the other side, that is from the other refracting surface AC of the prism. So we will look for the images of these two pins through the other face AC. Now, we are going to fix two more pins. Let it be at point R and S such that these pins are the images of the pins P and Q, or we can say that these pins and the images of the pins P and Q lie on the same straight line. तो जहाँ पे आपको इनकी इमेज दिख रही है पिंस की, उसी सेम स्ट्रेट लाइन में I have fixed two more pins R and S. Now I will remove the pins. I will remove the glass prism also. I have removed the pins, I have removed the glass prism. I am going to join a line joining R and S. Let this line R and S meet the refracting surface AC at point F. Let this line meet the refracting surface AC at point F. Also joined EF. Now you can see that we have three lines PE, EF and FS. Now after this, I will draw two perpendiculars. I will draw two perpendiculars to the refracting surfaces AB and AC respectively at point E and F. E पॉइंट पे AB सरफेस के परपेंडिकुलर एक लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे हम. that is called normal NN dash. Similarly, at F point I have drawn a normal MM dash which is perpendicular to the surface AC. Now draw the angles. The angle which the incident ray makes with the normal is angle of incidence. So this is your angle of incidence. P is your incident ray, EF is your refracted ray, and FS is your emergent ray. The ray which finally emerges is called emergent ray. So the angle which the refracted ray makes with the normal is called angle of refraction. And the angle which the emergent ray makes with the normal is called angle of emergence. So I have drawn angle I, angle E and angle R. Now let's try to understand why this has happened. What is actually happening when light is passing through this prism. Students, when we are looking for the image of the pins P and Q through the other end of the glass prism, so light will travel through these light will reflect these from these two pins and then it will travel through the glass prism. पिन से लाइट टकरा के, जो आपके सोर्स की लाइट है, आपके रूम की लाइट है, वो जब इन पिन से टकरा के प्रिज्म से पास होगी, then it will refract. Light will enter from air to glass, so it will bend towards the normal. As you can see that ray has bent towards the normal, EF has bent towards the normal. अगर यहाँ पे आपका ग्लास प्रिज्म नहीं होता, then this ray would have gone straight. This dotted line represents the direction of incident ray. So this ray would have gone straight. But since the medium has changed, so due to decrease in the speed, the ray of light has bent towards the normal. Similarly, when the ray of light will emerge out, when it will emerge out of the prism, it will enter from a denser to a rarer medium. Glass से air में जाएगी वो. Since it is going from a denser to a rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. As you can see in this figure, this ray has bent away from the normal. So due to refraction of light twice at the two interfaces and due to the peculiar shape of the glass prism, the two refracting surfaces you can see are inclined to each other at an angle called angle of prism. So due to this peculiar shape, the emergent ray which finally emerges out of the glass prism is inclined to the direction of incident ray at an angle, which is called angle of deviation. As you can see in the figure, जो आपकी emergent ray है वो incident ray के parallel नहीं है जैसे कि glass slab में होता था. यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है. It is inclined to the direction of incident ray at an angle called angle of deviation. You can see in the figure, angle D represents angle of deviation. Angle of deviation is the angle which the emergent ray makes with the direction of incident ray. Why there is an angle between emergent ray and incident ray? Why the emergent ray is inclined at an angle? Because of the peculiar shape of the glass prism. Because the two refracting surfaces are inclined to each other at an angle called angle of prism. So with this activity we have learned that when a ray of light passes through a glass prism, it suffers refraction twice, and the emergent ray which finally emerges out of the glass prism is inclined to the direction of incident ray at an angle called angle of deviation. I hope you have understood this activity.